Hello everyone, welcome back to the game Othercide. We are in the third week, day 19. I want to do this impossible survival mission. We can bring 4 daughters, and we'll bring Bella because she's about to level, Cindy, obviously, Ada, and Jill. No, I could bring Rebecca or Helena. I'm thinking about this. I don't want anybody to leave behind, to be lagging behind in terms of levels. So, nah, I'll bring Cindy. So this is
Farewell, daughters.
now survival missions are reasonably difficult. They're probably more. I would say they're probably one of the more difficult missions.
They caught us unawares.
Welcome to your new home.
Okay. Plague Prophet. Larvae. Plague Prophet. Okay, so the evac zone's probably up here. There is a small chance it will be down here, but it's unlikely. This is not a very difficult map, but yeah, let's start with dealing some damage. Alright, okay, Jill, you gotta take it easy here. Jeez. Alright, you're doing way too much damage. Well, at the moment, but maybe later on. In the 4th week, enemies will become stronger. Well, enemies will become stronger and stronger and stronger, so...
Don't. Memories hurt.
Bella, maybe just stay here. You don't need to go anywhere. Just let the enemies come to you. Alright, these flank hits, whoa, they do a lot of damage.
I revel in her strength.
Alright, GG. Well, I'm pretty overpowered because the 20% extra damage that I'm doing makes it reasonably easy. Makes these missions reasonably easy. Larvae. Okay, we need to take care of the larvae because they will immobilize us. So we want to make sure we take them out as soon as possible. Okay, so Joe and Bella go down there, deal with them. And Cindy, Ada stay here. You guys don't need to move. Yeah, that extra 20% damage is ridiculous.
Stand back or be caught in regret.
Okay. I just need to take out these 2 larvae. Because what they do is they immobilize you. If they immobilize me, then I won't be able to move.
I could not protect them all.
If I can't move, I won't be able to get to the evac zone, right? These enemies are really annoying, and the developer puts them in survival missions because they know you need to get to the evac zone, right? So you have limited time to get to the evac zone, If you do not get to the evac zone, the
How
enemies will
foolish my
overwhelm you.
fears.
It is possible to beat survival missions. It is possible, but it's definitely possible to beat survival missions, and I might try to do it here. You do get extra experience by by surviving all the way to the end and defeating every single enemy. Okay, so this is why I like sidestep. So I can do something like this. And I can move much further. As compared to if I was to move normally. So with survival missions, you want to stay somewhere in the middle. Like this is the middle section. It's not too far from here. It's not too far from all the way up there. Likely the evac zone is going to be up there. So you will probably want to stay somewhere here. You wouldn't want to be too close to any one of the corners. So you can probably stay around here if you have a Blademaster, because what you can do is you can just sidestep across if the evac zone is here. And the evac zone is down there, you can just sidestep across here. So that's why Blademasters are very versatile in survival and rescue missions.
They will bleed for him. So will you. Take your
Okay,
medicine.
Ravengers. Wow. Okay, there's a ton of Ravengers. A ton of Ravengers. Alright, okay. So that's why we have protected force, I guess. Alright, bring it on. I'm staying right here.
They collect pieces of broken souls.
Protected force. Boom.
I could not protect them all.
Okay, there will be more Ravengers, but it's not too bad because we have Ada, which has Spirit Haste, so I can use Spirit Haste to boost up Jill up the timeline, and then use Protected Force. Protected Force also immobilizes the Ravengers, so they can't move. So only 24 turns on the countdown. Alright, I see a Protected Force opportunity here. Yep. So always go for a backstab if you can. This is not Dark Souls, so...
Striking.
Okay. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to... Okay. That's not what I meant to do. That's probably okay. I meant to Spirit Haste Jill. That's what I meant to do. I don't know why I selected Bella.
How foolish my fears. Flawless.
Okay, please hit this one.
Now that wasn't
Okay,
nice.
good. The evac zone isn't too far, which is okay. Yep, you're not gonna do any damage. I was a little bit worried about revenge attack. If there's two of them, they can do a ton of damage to me, but I do still have 428 armor. I don't know how much damage they will do. 1060, probably like 200 damage. It's not gonna be that much.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like overwhelmingly high.
medicine. I can't stop them. No one can.
Will the poor one's suffering never end?
Reapers. That's okay. We can probably beat these Reapers. We can probably beat them. I say probably.
It will reap what suffering has sown.
Yeah, we can probably beat these Reapers. I said probably. We're gonna give it a try. Yeah, that's not gonna happen for you. Yeah, that 400 armor lasts a long time. Trust me.
Take your medicine.
Okay. They're losing armor. That's good.
Now that wasn't nice.
Look, this is why sidestep is super good, because you can do something like this. You can move across the map and do this. Nice. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Jeez. That did a lot of damage.
Flawless. Flesh is its canvas. Exquisite.
Don't. Memories hurt.
Okay. Alright.
I could not protect them all.
Impressive.
Alright, that was a lot of damage. 5,000 Gs.
She comes ever closer to what I was.
All right. That has to be. This has to be it today. I need to make a quick cut here because it's getting late and I need to get some sleep. Need to wake up early tomorrow as well. So I will make a cut here and I will just combine the videos together to make a longer video because this recording is pretty short. Anyway, so I'll just see you guys next time. I will continue from this. I will just continue from this point, and I will just combine the video together. Anyway. Okay, let's continue where we left off. I'm sorry I had to stop recording there because I had to help my partner take care of the baby, but now she's asleep, so I can continue recording. Alright, let's have a look at the synapses that we have to close. A survival mission and a penance mission. We can do the penance mission with one daughter, but we are not going to do that. We will just advance to the next day.
Slips by.
Yeah. So again, we have 4 synapses left.
With it, the
Our hunt mission. I think I will just do the hunt mission. That's a 2-daughter mission and the waste pit. Okay, I know this particular map. Oh yes, we have to look at the level 10 skill for Bella as well. Let's go to the inner void. Alright. So Bella has some new traits. No, she doesn't. She just have a part of Jill, which gives her a crit chance and dodge percentage. So new skills at level 10. Let's see what we got. Ghost Strike or Menacing Stance. Ghost Strike, deal 905 damage and swap position with target. Has a range of 6. So Ghost Strike is a really interesting skill where you can swap positions with the enemy and damage them as well. Ghost Strike is really useful because you can actually use it. You can combine it with other skills such as Lightning Strike and Sidestep. So what you can do is you can use Sidestep to move up and then Ghost Strike to swap positions with the enemy to further move closer to the objective, such as the evac zone in rescue or survival missions. Alternatively, you can use Ghost Strike to teleport enemies into the attack range of your allies. You can teleport enemies away from your allies. So you can do a lot of things with Ghost Strike. It's a really interesting skill because not only it swaps position with an enemy, it also damages them as well. You can also combine it with other skills such as Shadow Rounds to do more damage. So it's a skill that costs 30 AP. I like it. It's especially useful in survival missions, and to some degree it's really useful in rescue missions as well, because you can use Lightning Strike towards an enemy. You can use Ghost Strike to further move your daughter up closer to the evac zone. Then you can sidestep across like a gap in the map. So you can use it almost like a teleporting skill. However, Ghost Strike only works if there's an enemy in range. You can't just swap position with like no target. It also does a pretty decent amount of damage. Now, Menacing Stance is the one that deals up to 1,548 damage to an enemy taking damage. So it works almost like Shadow Rounds, but it works at melee range, and it does a ton of damage. This is super effective against bosses as well as lost souls in ritual missions. So it's really good against enemies with a lot of health, and it works almost like Shadow Rounds. So it works really well with area of effect attacks as well, provided enemies are in melee range. It does cost 5% HP, but for the amount of damage it does, it can do insane amount of damage. Trust me, it is super effective against bosses. You can also combine it with Shadow Rounds to do even more damage. So, because we are approaching the third boss, this is a skill that I will pick. later on you will see how much damage this skill can output. We will use Menacing Stance. Menacing Stance can, especially if you quit, you hit a critical, Menacing Stance can do so much damage. So you could use something like increase the skill's critical damage. You could also just increase the damage of the skill. You could increase crit chance. Like crit damage is good, but it's better to increase critical chance. Alternatively, you can just increase the damage of the skill by a certain amount, like increase the damage of the skill by 20% or 30%. That's generally the memory I like to put on Menacing Stance. Okay, so crit chance, an additional damage attack 28. Look, I actually don't want to increase the crit chance because sometimes you hit a critical and you can't predict how much damage you're going to do. So maybe I will just use something cheaper like this and an additional damage. Later on, if I have something like increase the damage of a skill by 20%, I can put it on Menacing Stance. Yeah. So Menacing Stance is a useful skill for boss battles and ritual missions. However, Ghost Strike is better for survival and rescue missions. So remember that. Menacing Stance for bosses, ritual missions, because the Lost Soul has a lot of health and you need something to do high damage. Bosses because they have a lot of health. Ghost Strike because of its versatility in moving your character, so you can teleport around the map. So it's really useful in survival and rescue missions because you have to get to an evac zone. In hunt missions, both skills are useful. So we will do this mission, the waste pit. We use Chris and Clemens, I think. Maybe Jill. We could also use Ada. I mean, we can always run away from this fight if things go south. You know what? Jill is better.
What more must we sacrifice before the end?
Okay.
Not her, not her.
This is a two-daughter mission, so generally, after in the third week, you can get missions that only, you can only bring two daughters, so you need to be a little bit aware. Two-daughter missions are generally not difficult, but they, sometimes things can go out of control very quickly, simply because, yeah, two-daughter missions are not difficult, but they can go out of control pretty quickly, because if you lose one daughter, then you're gonna be in trouble.
Flawless. The veil grows weaker, his power stronger.
Okay. Let's push this enemy away. And stay in the middle. Yeah, there's a Plague Prophet coming. So a little bit wary of him. I had to just take down that infected because infected are really annoying. So even if I have to go into burst, taking them down is really good. This way, I don't have to worry about them.
How foolish my fears.
Okay. I don't need to do anything.
Will the poor one's suffering never end?
I could not protect them all.
Okay. I already used sidestep. Let me think. Curse Witch. Not a big problem. That guy can't move because he's being immobilized. That's why immobilizing memories are useful, because he can't move. He can buff, he can do all that, but he cannot move. Can we get rid of this? Maybe not. We are able to defeat him.
That wasn't nice.
That's no problem. Alright, he dodged 2 of my attacks. No problem. We can lightning strike to here.
No mercy.
Sidestep to here. And then we can hit him. Or we can use Imbued Blade. No, that's the last enemy, right? Okay, that's the final enemy, so yes, we'll just use a regular attack. If that wasn't the final enemy, I would use Imbued Blade. Because it's a final enemy, I might as well use all my AP. It doesn't matter. Having extra AP doesn't help you. Okay, Chris is level 9 and Jill is almost level 10.
Ever closer to
Not
what
yet.
I was.
They've got
Though
new
the danger
traits,
passes,
so we can have a look. XP gain plus 20%. She did so much damage, but left the killing blow for the others. Humble. Okay, I never gotten that before. Jill, Prodigy. Critical chance plus 10%. She showed her elders how it is done. Cool. Alright. I'll take whatever I can get. The hunt mission is where? The Forbidden Attic. So, survival mission. Let's just do all the missions. I'll bring Ada and I'll bring our shield bearer, Cindy. I could bring Clemens. Not necessary. I think Bella should be able to handle this without too much of a problem. I mean, it is only a challenging mission.
we must prepare to pay any price.
But survival missions, you never know. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's difficult.
They've come for us.
Yeah, you don't know about survival missions.
Welcome to your new home.
It all depends on where the evac zone is. See, there are a lot of enemies that's on the map. Even though it's a challenging mission. So there's a larvae, 3 plague prophet. Okay. Well, you don't have to. I don't think you even have to move, Cindy. You just stay here. And Ada, you just keep shooting at them. I think I have to buff up Ada's damage. I don't know what kind of memory she has on her regular attack. Bella, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do.
Shred
Okay.
them down.
Let's see if this guy runs into my attack. Sometimes that they do, sometimes they don't. Alright, so far so good.
Unnecessary blow.
Alright, that guy didn't run into my attack range. Sometimes they do. They run into your delayed attacks. It's not always, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes they do. Ooh, that hurts. See, that's why lightning strike and sidestep is super useful, because you can just teleport around the map and hit enemies. You can use hit and run technique.
Don't. Memories hurt.
You can use sidestep to teleport across gaps in the map. You can't teleport across big gaps, but say you can move from here to here with sidestep, so you don't have to go all the way around. You can hit enemies from the side, so you can flank enemies. You can do so many things, especially if you had to combine this with Ghost Strike. That would be even more powerful.
No mercy.
Because Ghost Strike allows you to again teleport around the map. So you can use Ghost Strike to teleport to one side of the map by swapping position with the enemy. You can then Lightning Strike back or Lightning Strike to another side, and then you can use Sidestep to move to another position. It's really, really powerful. All these skills combined together.
Flawless.
Obviously, you need a lot of AP to use all these skills in one turn, but if you have additional AP, it is definitely possible. So we stay in the middle. In all survival missions, you want to stay around the middle, because you don't have no idea where the evac zone is. It could be here, it could be there, it could be all the way down there. Okay, it's just a worm. Nothing to worry about.
Take your medicine.
Another plague prophet.
Ignore this blight at your peril. They will drag our daughters into the void.
I'm not even gonna move Cindy, because Cindy is in a really good position. Yeah, have your units in the middle, because I don't want to spirit hate Cindy. No, it's okay. I don't want to spirit hate Cindy. Um, I do, however, want to hit you. Alright, GG.
Striking.
Okay, that's good. You will take turns exactly after the evac zone shows up. He will use a delayed attack, but so what?
I revel in her strength.
I don't know where the evac zone is. It could be on the bottom right hand corner. It could be here.
Don't. Memories hurt.
I don't know. Okay, it's on the top left corner. Time to bail. So I can sidestep. Sidestep can just be used as a more AP efficient movement technique. So it saves you AP from moving one place to another.
Will the poor one's suffering never end?
Okay, lots of enemies are coming, so we want to bail. You can see a lot of enemies are going to show up on 26. They don't spawn, but they will show up on the... They will start to spawn on 26. Yeah. So we should be able to get out the next turn. I could defeat these enemies with Bella, but I'm not even going to bother. I could beat this survival mission, but I really don't want to be bothered.
They always come.
Yeah, and lots of enemies will spawn.
Another terror to haunt us.
I could stay here for one more turn. I could do that. I'm just gonna do that. It's a bit risky, but it's probably okay. Because nobody can catch up to me. The Ravengers are way too far. Yes, the Ravengers do take turns very quickly, but they're way too far. They will not be able to get anywhere near me.
Stand back or be caught in regret.
Yeah, they won't be able to get to me. Like, they might get close, but they will not be able to hit me. It's impossible. They're way too far down the timeline. I mean, they're way too far across the map. The worm doesn't do anything because it is not able to teleport. I'm already in the evac zone, so I can just leave. Yes, the Ravager will be able to take an additional turn, but look, he's still 2 turns away from catching up to me. Let's just get to the evac zone before we
Exquisite.
do anything. Alright, GG. We did it. And then we can do the hunt mission as well. That'll be the final mission we do. Okay, Cindy's level 9. Whoa, Cindy is very tanky.
Though the danger passes, we must...
I'm not going to do the penance mission. I don't like penance missions. I don't know if anybody likes penance missions. Helena or Rebecca? No, Rebecca. I don't really want to use Helena. I think I think later on I will start
We
using
must
less.
prepare to pay any price.
I will combine my shield bearers. So basically, what I will do is I will only have 2 shield bearers, 2 Blademasters, and 3 soul slingers.
Keep the room tidy. Ignore him. Ignore his leering eyes.
I think that's a maid talking about the deacon because yeah, the deacon is not a great character. As you can probably tell from the codex, like yeah, from the lore you'll be able to tell that the deacon is not a great character. Okay, again, same strategy as we used before. We just hide behind this because it blocks line of sight, so enemies can't do anything to me. And if they come around the corner, we'll just flank them and attack. We can just flank and surround them, and they won't be able to do anything. Yeah, just come around the corner. That's exactly what I want you to do. Yeah. So, they lost armor. I'll take care of the infected, don't worry. The infected should always be your highest priority enemy to take down. Spirit haste. Move Rebecca up the timeline. And we'll be able to defeat this Reaper. So then we'll push the Reaper all the way back. So he's not even on the timeline. You can't see where he is because he's so far back. See? I can teleport across here if I want to. That's why... How much is Imbued Blade do? 1,000 and... No, it's not enough to do the job.
Exquisite.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. Maybe it was enough with 20% extra damage. I don't know.
Don't. Memories hurt.
Okay.
Don't. Memories hurt.
And that's why we like Spirit Haste, isn't it? Okay. He's just gonna do a delayed attack. No problem. He's gonna have to come around the corner. As soon as he comes around the corner, he's gonna get hit. So this is the greatest thing about sidestep. So what I can do now is I can I could lightning strike this guy. I could do that just to take care of this enemy.
A necessary blow.
And then, yeah. Then what I'll do with Rebecca is I'll continue pushing this guy down the timeline. And with Clemens, I could just move around this. Who goes first? Screech goes first. Or I could go into the minimum range. There's so many options. You know what? Take the easy way out. Spirit Haste. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. I thought about using Spirit Haste, but I'm like, no, I don't really need it. He just target locks Sam, which is super stupid idea.
I could not protect them all.
Okay, I just see the picture of Deacon. Yeah, they have like they have a decent dodge percentage.
Take your
The
medicine.
Curse Witch. No problem. Where can I go? I can go here. Yeah, then I can Spirit Haste Rebecca. Spirit Haste is super good, especially with treasure as a and then what I can do is I can use sidestep to teleport myself across the gap. That's why sidestep is so good, because I can teleport across gaps in the map. I can teleport across obstacles, right? I can teleport my daughters behind enemy lines and attack them from their flank. I can hit them from the back. It's such a useful skill. I don't know how great accepting stance is. I never really used it, but sidestep is the skill that I always pick. It's super useful. It's useful to close gaps between your Blademaster and the enemy. It's also really useful even rescue missions and survival missions to get to the evac zone. So, such an awesome skill. See, I can then teleport myself to here instead of going around the obstacle. That's how awesome it is.
It will reap what suffering has sown.
Okay. So Rebecca will be able to control both of these enemies, whilst I use Sam to teleport all the way up to take down that annoying enemy
I cared for them.
that's trying to attack me from behind. Yeah, the replay is not even on the timeline. Do I have to say any more how useful Spirit Haste is? I can manipulate the timeline with Spirit Haste. And I can manipulate allies for the timeline, use Spirit Haste. And I can manipulate enemies down the timeline with Slam. So it's super useful as a skill. And you know what I'm going to do, right? That extra 10 initiative delay is super useful as well. Okay, Sam, you can just stay there. You don't need to get anywhere near this fight because this is GG.
I could not protect them.
All right, that did pretty good damage. 500, well, 766 crit. Like, it's possible for Soul Slinger to output very high damage if you hit if you hit a backstab, and especially if you sacrifice Blademasters for the Soul Slinger, they get
ever closer to what I was.
They get extra
Though the danger
damage.
passes, we must prepare.
There's a penance mission. I can probably do it with one shield bearer, but I don't really want to do it. The Plague Cemetery. I could probably do it with one shield bearer because Blacksmith's Grace means my shield bearers can tank, and like I can give them this. I can give them Val, which gives them 200 armor for 30 initiative units, and they become super tanky. I'll give one to her. Saving Grace. Increase the damage of a skill by 25%. Increase the critical chance by 15%. Okay. That's really good. You know what? You're gonna need this. Increase the damage of a skill by 25%. Sever. Ada. Okay, what traits did you get? One with a shield. And I think Sam got an extra trait as well. Unstoppable and one with a sword. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Ada doesn't have anything special. Alright, let's advance to the next day. Alright, so we are ready to fight the third boss. So, I'll just finish up here. Thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate the view. The third week has been quite difficult. We did lose one daughter in a difficult mission, and hopefully we can beat the boss without too much trouble. The third boss is quite difficult, and I will explain to you guys next time. Anyway, bye.